For centuries, the alliance of alien worlds had believed that Earth was a quiet, unimportant place. From far away, the scouts saw no signals leaving the planet. They assumed humans were weak, isolated, and slow. Earth had no voice in the galaxy. It was a world to be observed, not feared. Lena Vrex, a young researcher from the Alliance, worked at one of the orbital stations near the edge of the void. She studied countless star maps and data streams. Her job was simple: track worlds with potential for growth. Earth, they told her, had none. It was a silent dot in the void. But Lena noticed something strange. In old archives, she found small pulses of energy, brief and precise, that did not match natural patterns. She studied them for weeks. Every time she looked, the pulses repeated. They were not random. Something intelligent was behind them. She brought her findings to Commander Arlock, a tall, strict alien who oversaw the research division. "Commander, I think Earth is not silent," Lena said. "There are signals in the void. They match patterns of intelligence." Arlock looked at her with impatience. "Noise, Lena. Static from natural sources. We have confirmed again and again that humans cannot build beyond their planet. Stop wasting my time." Lena frowned. She knew the truth. She knew humans were capable of more than the Alliance imagined. But she had little power. Meanwhile, on Earth, the story was very different. Earth had been silent, yes, but only because it wanted to be. For decades, humans had been rebuilding themselves after wars, disasters, and political divisions. The planet had united slowly but completely. They had learned to work together, to trust each other, and to focus on one dream: reaching the stars. Captain Eric Hall stood on the bridge of one of the largest orbital stations. His eyes scanned the fleet, docked in the shadow of the moon. 2,000 ships waited silently. Each one was a work of human engineering, built in secret across the solar system. They were ready to leave. "Are the jump drives stable?" Eric asked. His voice was calm, but there was a weight to it. Maya Brooks, his communications officer, nodded. "Yes, Captain. All drives are charged. Cloaking fields are holding. We are ready to enter the void." Jason Cole, the fleet navigator, adjusted his console. "Course plotted, Captain. All ships aligned for jump." Eric looked at the fleet, a mixture of small fighters, transporters, and larger command ships. "Remember," he said quietly, "we do this with discipline. The galaxy does not know we exist yet. We make our first move carefully." On the Alliance side, Lena continued her secret study. She was alone in the observation chamber when she noticed a sudden change. The energy pulses from Earth had strengthened. They were growing, almost like a heartbeat. "Commander," she called again. "You need to see this." But Arlock did not come. He refused to see human signals as anything more than random noise. Lena felt frustration and fear at the same time. The galaxy could make a mistake if it ignored Earth's true potential. Back on Earth, the fleet waited. Children of the fleet, young humans trained for space, walked along corridors. Technicians checked systems. There was no panic, only quiet determination. Humanity had learned patience. They had learned to hide their strength until the right moment. Eric Hall walked along the bridge. He paused to look at the stars. Each star was a potential world, a world that might have doubted humans as the Alliance did. But tonight, humans would step into the galaxy and show that they were no longer silent. Maya Brooks came to his side. "Captain, the jump window is in 10 minutes. Should we initiate?" Eric nodded. "Yes. Prepare the fleet. Begin long-range synchronization." The ship started to hum. Cloaking fields flickered for a moment and then stabilized. The void would soon feel the presence of Earth. In the observation chamber of the Alliance, Lena's monitors began to spike. She saw the readings jump higher and higher. This was no static. This was something powerful, organized, and intelligent. She tried to call the council, tried to warn them. "They won't listen," she whispered to herself. "They never do until it is too late." Back on Earth, The fleet made its first synchronized jump through local space to gather speed. The ships moved like a single organism, 2,000 vessels, moving in perfect formation, showed the result of centuries of preparation. Humanity had not rushed. They had built quietly, hidden, and now they were ready to leap. Eric's voice came over the bridge loudspeakers. Prepare for the first void jump. This is history in the making. Stay calm, follow procedures, and do not deviate from formation. Humanity is about to make its first message to the stars. Maya watched the monitors carefully. Drives are ready. Jump field stable. All ships are aligned. Jason smiled slightly. Here we go. The fleet disappeared from the moon's orbit and entered the first void corridor. Space seemed to stretch, warp, and shimmer. The stars became streaks of light. The fleet moved together, not as separate ships but as one. Every jump, every alignment, every calculation had been tested hundreds of times. Humanity could not fail. Far away, Lena's monitors went wild. Energy levels around Earth had spiked to levels she had never seen before. She tried to warn the nearest station. This is Lena Vrex. I am seeing something. You need to. Her message was cut off. The void around Earth began to distort, and the Alliance satellites caught nothing but blinding light. Lena realized with a mix of fear and awe that humans were breaking through the void in ways the Alliance had never imagined. On the bridge of Eric Hall's flagship, he looked at the blinking lights of 2,000 ships. Each one was perfectly in formation. This is the moment, he said quietly. All these years, the galaxy thought we were weak. They were wrong. Maya smiled at him. They won't believe their sensors. They will think it is a mirage. Eric nodded. Let them watch. Let them see what humans can do when we are united. In the outer reaches, Alliance scouts picked up a strange spike in energy. Lena watched and called out again. Commander, the humans, they are moving. They are leaving their system. Arlok looked at the screens and laughed nervously. Impossible. That planet cannot have the technology. This must be an error. But the readings continued. 2,000 signatures. Ships. Moving in formation. Faster than the Alliance had ever measured. Earth was not silent. Earth had been waiting. Back on Earth, the fleet completed its first jump and entered interstellar space. They moved toward the nearest Alliance patrol sectors, hidden until now. Humanity had no intention of attacking. Their message was simple. We are here. We exist. We will no longer be ignored. Jason Cole scanned the routes ahead. Patrols ahead. They will detect us soon. Eric replied calmly. Let them see. Let the galaxy realize we are not a planet to be dismissed. Maya adjusted the communication relays. I am ready to send the first message, Captain. A simple greeting. One the galaxy cannot ignore. Eric nodded. Do it. Let our voice reach them. The message went out, short, clear, calm. Earth greets the galaxy. We come in peace. But we will not be silent. Far away, Alliance command stations scrambled. The young researcher Lena Vrex stared at the screens, realizing her warnings had been correct. The galaxy's assumption that Earth was silent was wrong. Humanity had waited, and now they had spoken. The first part of humanity's story among the stars was ending. A new chapter was about to begin. One that would change the galaxy forever. Lena whispered, almost to herself. I was wrong to doubt them. Earth is ready, and the universe will see it now. And on Earth, Eric Hall looked at the vast field of stars. This is only the beginning, he said. We will show them what it means to be human. The human Armada moved through interstellar space like a single organism. 2,000 ships, built over decades in secret, advanced steadily toward the outer reaches of the galaxy. Each ship followed exact instructions. Each crew member knew their place. Discipline and focus kept them steady. Humanity had waited for this moment for centuries, and nothing could distract them. On the bridge of Captain Eric Hall's flagship, the hum of engines and the soft blinking of lights filled the room. Maya Brooks monitored communications channels, making sure no message was lost. Jason Cole kept an eye on navigation systems, adjusting courses to avoid gravitational anomalies. "Captain," Maya said, her voice calm but tense. "Our long-range sensors are picking up activity ahead. Alliance patrols, very small, but enough to notice us if we approach." Eric nodded. "Let them see us. We are not hiding anymore. But maintain formation. Do not provoke them. We are here to announce ourselves, not to fight yet," Jason added. "They'll detect our jump trails anyway. The longer we move, the faster they realize Earth is no longer silent." Far across the galaxy, in an Alliance command station orbiting a neutral planet, Lena Vrex worked frantically. Her monitors lit up with readings she had never seen before. Energy signatures from the human fleet were massive, coordinated, and unmistakably intelligent. She tried to warn her superiors. "Commander, the humans are moving. 2,000 vessels. They are leaving the solar system at full power. This is not noise. This is deliberate." Commander Arlock turned slowly, his face showing annoyance rather than concern. "You are imagining it, Lena. One planet cannot build so many ships. This is impossible. Stop panicking." Lena's hands shook as she adjusted the sensors. "It's not impossible. Look at the readings. They are synchronized, coordinated. They are approaching Alliance sectors faster than anything we know. If we do not act, the galaxy will be shocked." Arlock dismissed her again. "We have protocols. Follow them. You are young. Do not overstep." But Lena ignored him. She sent a private message to other researchers she trusted. "Earth has awakened. 2,000 ships. We need to observe and record. Prepare for first contact." Back on the human flagship, Eric Hall looked at the stars ahead. Patrol vessels were visible on the sensors, small in number compared to the massive human fleet. Jason Cole pointed to a cluster of lights. "They are moving to intercept. They probably think it is a drill or a mistake." Eric shook his head. "They are about to learn. Let them see our power, but remember, we only want to speak. No aggression, unless necessary." Maya Brooks activated the communication arrays. "Message ready, Captain. Alliance patrols will receive it automatically." Eric nodded. "Send a simple greeting, calm and clear. We want them to understand that humanity is present, disciplined, and determined." The message traveled at faster than light speed to the patrol vessels. "Earth greets the galaxy. We come in peace, but we will no longer be ignored. We are here." The patrols stopped, confused. They scanned the readings again and again. 2,000 ships, perfectly aligned, moving steadily, energy output far above any known civilization. The patrol commanders called for reinforcements immediately. Back on the human fleet, the jump drives flared briefly as the ships made micro-adjustments to their trajectory. Every movement was calculated, precise. Eric Hall walked along the bridge, watching his crew. "They are shocked," he said quietly. "Good. Let them be shocked. They assumed silence, and we have shown them otherwise." Maya smiled. "It's working, Captain. Even from this distance, they are responding to our presence. Sensors show confusion across multiple systems." Jason added, "They will try to contain us, but they do not understand our scale yet. 2,000 ships, coordinated as one. They cannot handle this without knowing more about us." Meanwhile, Lena Vrex's private monitors continued to spike. She realized that the Alliance had underestimated Earth's capabilities. If they moved too fast, there could be accidents, she whispered. But if we slow them, we might lose this opportunity to see humanity at its best. In the first sector of the Alliance space, small fleets were mobilized to intercept the humans. Commanders argued over what to do. Some wanted to attack immediately. Others advised caution. But no one had prepared for 2,000 ships moving in perfect formation. On the human flagship, Eric Hall remained calm. Do not respond to provocation. Stay disciplined. Let them see our discipline before they act. The patrol fleets tried to communicate, but humanity's message was already clear. They were not hiding. They were organized. They were strong. And they were patient. Jason Cole adjusted the course to avoid the first cluster of patrols. They are moving too fast. If we don't adjust, collisions are possible. But they still cannot outmatch our fleet. Maya activated shields and sensors. No aggression yet, just observation. They need to see who we are before panic takes over. Lena watched all of this unfold on her private screens. Her hands hovered over the console, recording every movement, every reading. I was right, she whispered. The galaxy assumed humans were weak. But they are more than any of us imagined. I hope the Council sees this before it is too late. Unquote. Eric walked to the main viewport and looked at the patrol clusters. He spoke quietly to himself. They underestimated us, and that mistake will teach them a lesson about patience and unity. Maya looked at him. Captain, should we prepare a second message? They might try to intercept or attack. Eric shook his head. No. Let them think. Let them observe. We do not need to speak again until they respond. Our presence is enough for now. In the Outer Alliance sectors, the patrols called for more ships, but the numbers were small compared to humanity's Armada. 2,000 ships, moving as one, were impossible to ignore. Even the largest Alliance fleets would take time to organize. Lena saw it all. She knew what this meant. The galaxy would feel the first tremor of Earth's awakening. A silent planet had begun to speak with the strongest voice it could muster. Back on the human flagship, the fleet continued its advance. Eric Hall's voice echoed through the ship. All units. Maintain formation. Observe discipline. Humanity has waited centuries to show its presence. Do not fail now. Jason Cole adjusted navigation again. All ships stable. Patrols are still confused. They have no clear plan to contain us. Maya monitored communications. They are scanning, but they are not responding. Confusion spreads quickly. We are being observed, not attacked. For now, Eric nodded. Good. Let it stay that way. The galaxy must see humans as we are. Patient, united, and disciplined. In a hidden observation chamber, Lena realized something else. If humans are here, they will not stop. The Alliance will have to change its assumptions. This is the beginning of a new era. The human fleet moved steadily forward. Each jump, each maneuver, each calculation showed the galaxy that humans had not been idle. They had learned, prepared, and waited. And now they had emerged from the shadows with all the strength and determination that centuries of survival and unity had built. Eric looked at the stars, at the patrol clusters trying to comprehend 2,000 ships. He whispered, let them learn slowly. Let them understand that humans are no longer silent. And far across the galaxy, Lena Vrex continued to record everything. Knowing that she was witnessing history, a quiet planet had awakened, and its first tremor was shaking the Alliance to its core. The galaxy would never forget this day. Part 3. The Breach. The human armada moved like a river of steel and light through the void. 2,000 ships glided together, perfectly aligned, as if each one could sense the others. The formation was flawless. Humanity had trained for this moment for decades, and it showed. Captain Eric Hall stood on the bridge of the flagship, watching the first Alliance patrols in the distance. Small lights flickered on the sensors, indicating ships moving toward the fleet, but they were nothing compared to the human armada. Jason Cole, the navigator, tapped on the controls. They are trying to intercept, but they do not have enough numbers. Our fleet is too large, too coordinated. Maya Brooks, the communications officer, looked at the monitors. They are scanning us, trying to communicate. Sensors show confusion and hesitation. They do not understand what they are seeing. Eric nodded. Let them see. We are here. Humanity is not silent. We are disciplined, united, and ready to speak. In the Alliance Command Center, panic had begun to spread. Lena Vrex watched the monitors with wide eyes. 2,000 human ships were moving steadily into Alliance space. Energy spikes, faster than light traces, and coordinated formations filled her screens. This cannot be happening, one senior officer said, pacing in the command room. No planet can produce this many ships. It is impossible. Lena shook her head. It is happening. I have been warning you. The humans were never silent. They were waiting. And now they are here. The senior officers ignored her at first, too shocked to respond. Reports flooded in from patrol sectors. Humans were appearing in systems considered safe. They were moving carefully, but each movement demonstrated strength, discipline, and precision far beyond any previous record. Back on the human flagship, Eric Hall spoke calmly to his officers. We do not attack. We do not provoke. Let them see our presence. Humanity has prepared for this moment for centuries. Discipline first. Respect always. Jason smiled slightly. They will not know what hit them. The sight of 2,000 ships moving as one will be enough to change their assumptions. Maya activated the long-range communications array. Message ready, Captain. Should we send it? Eric nodded. Yes. Short and clear. Let them understand that we are not a threat, but we are here to be heard. The message traveled across Alliance space. Earth greets the galaxy. We are here. We come in peace, but we will not be ignored. Humanity speaks for itself now. The message hit the Alliance fleets like a shockwave. Commanders looked at their screens in disbelief. 2,000 ships had entered their space without warning. They had assumed Earth was quiet, harmless, and primitive. Now, that assumption had shattered. In a remote observation post, Lena Vrex recorded every moment. Her fingers flew across the console. They are disciplined. They are patient. They are not aggressive, but they are undeniable. The Council must see this. They cannot ignore it. The patrols attempted to respond, but humanity's message was already clear. Eric Hall watched the sensors and said quietly, "Let them watch. Let them feel the truth." They assumed silence, and we have shown them reality. Jason adjusted navigation. Some patrols are moving closer. They are trying to observe more closely. They may attempt interception, but our formation is strong. Maya checked the shield systems. All shields stable. No hostilities detected. The humans remain calm. The Alliance seems confused. In the council chambers of the Alliance, chaos reigned. Senior leaders argued loudly. Some wanted to attack immediately. Others wanted to contain the humans, but they had no plan for 2,000 ships moving perfectly together. Lena Vrex stepped forward. Stop. You cannot rush. Humanity is not here to fight. They are disciplined, and they are prepared. Observe them. Record them. This is unprecedented. Do not make mistakes out of fear. The Council hesitated. No one wanted to admit they had underestimated a single planet. But the evidence was undeniable. Humanity had breached the void, and the Armada showed no signs of aggression. Meanwhile, the human fleet advanced steadily. Eric Hall's voice echoed through the flagship. All units. Maintain formation. Observe the reaction of the Alliance. Humanity speaks with actions first. Let them see our discipline, our unity, and our purpose. Jason monitored the patrols. They are trying to reposition. They may attempt a blockade, but it is too early. They cannot stop us yet. Maya nodded. Communication arrays are ready. Any questions from the Council will be answered. But no false moves. Humanity does not provoke. We only speak for ourselves. In the observation chamber, Lena watched the first direct responses from Alliance fleets. Some ships began to transmit signals, asking for identification and intentions. Others moved cautiously, unsure of what to do. They are shocked, Lena whispered. They assumed silence, but humans were preparing all along. They underestimated patience and coordination. Back on the flagship, Eric Hall watched the monitors. They are responding. Let them talk. Humanity will answer with clarity and calm. Do not react to fear. Discipline first. Always. Jason looked at him. Captain, they are trying to communicate. Do we respond? Eric nodded. Yes, clearly. No hostility. Humanity has waited long enough to be heard. Speak our message, simply and calmly. Maya activated the communication link. Alliance fleets, this is Captain Eric Hall of the Human Armada. Earth greets you. We are not here to fight. We are here to be seen, to be heard, and to take our place among the stars. Do not fear us. We are patient, disciplined, and united. Across the Alliance sectors, the fleet stopped. Confusion spread. 2,000 human ships, moving in perfect formation, transmitting clear, calm, and confident messages. No fleet had ever faced such a sight. Lena took a deep breath. They are not aggressive. They are not reckless. But their power is undeniable. This is history. I must record everything. The Council will not understand yet. But they will. In the human fleet, discipline remained perfect. No ship deviated from formation. No crew member panicked. Humanity had waited centuries for this moment, and every action was precise. Eric walked along the bridge. They will see us for what we are. Not weak, not silent, not primitive, but patient, strong, and united. Let them watch, let them feel the truth, and let them understand that humans cannot be ignored. Jason adjusted the fleet course. They are repositioning to observe us more closely. Still cautious. Still uncertain. They do not know how to react. Maya smiled. They will remember this moment. They will record it for centuries. Humanity is no longer silent. We have arrived. Lena Vrex continued to watch from the Alliance side. Her voice trembled slightly as she whispered, They have breached the void. They are here. The Council must see this. Earth is not silent. And the galaxy will never underestimate it again. The human fleet continued its advance through the first sector. Patrols and observation posts tried to follow, but the Armada's coordination and scale made it impossible to ignore. Humanity's presence was undeniable, and their message was clear. Eric Hall looked out at the stars. This is only the beginning. Let them watch. Let them learn. Humanity has waited centuries to be heard. And now, we speak through action. The first breach into Alliance space was complete. The humans had arrived, calm, disciplined, and prepared. They had shown the galaxy that Earth was no longer silent, and that every assumption about the planet had been wrong. Far across the Alliance, Lena Vrex continued to record, knowing that she was witnessing history. The galaxy had seen its first tremor from Earth, but the full force of humanity's arrival was only beginning. And in the human fleet, Captain Eric Hall smiled quietly. Let them learn slowly, he whispered. We are here, and we will be heard.